due time and we're gonna read some comics. Yes, it's time to read them. It's lazy due time, gonna tell you all about it. Let's get started and read them comics. Hey, so a lot of people have not been asking me to do anything. What a way to start a video. So I thought I'd do something that everybody does. Yay, creative for me. But I'm going to go into more detail rather than just show a picture and a number. I'm going to go through my top 10 Batman villains. You guys are going to be like, oh, we know what number 1 is. Yes, you do. It's the Joker. Okay? We don't need to discuss that. Number 1 is the Joker. Okay? Number 1. But we'll get that into later. I'm going to go from the list from number 1 to number 10. Because the first ones you already know. It's almost everybody has the same list. Except there are exceptions of people who like other characters better. But I'm going to go from number 1 to number 10. I want you guys to think what my number 10 is. See if you're right. Alright, so let's get started on my top 10 Batman villains. Number 1. Oh, heck yes, the Joker. Just like I said before. It's the Joker. I'm sure some of you are saying, be original, don't do something original, do something else up. But hey, you can't always be original. If it's true, it's true. Like, if 1 + 1 = 2, you can't say be original and change it to 3. You can't. Joker is Batman's greatest villain. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. Joker is the ultimate villain of all time, period. I mean, like, he's just crazy, insane, pure evil, and hilarious to the bone. I mean, like, oh man, he's just so funny. I mean, some of the most hilarious things about the Joker is, like, you'll be fighting it, Batman will be fighting him, and then he yells out something random, like, "You're going to melt just like a grilled cheese sandwich." I mean, you never give orders to the Joker. You ever gave orders to the Joker? You know what he would say?
Oh, no, don't want to.
And then he'd probably kill you. I mean, the Joker is just so darn crazy. And so darn funny. It's epitome of villain. He has everything you want in a nutshell. He makes you feel scared. He makes you laugh. He is all villains in a nutshell. In a real nutshell. He's crazy, insane to the bone, and we love the heck out of him for it. If Heath Ledger didn't prove it in The Dark Knight, then nobody can else tell you how much the Joker is the greatest villain of all time. I mean, he's done so terrible things. He's done things like shooting Barbara Gordon and crippling her to a wheelchair for life in front of her father. And then what he does to him is almost worse. Puts him on this insane roller coaster with pictures of his daughter's naked, broken body all over it to drive him insane. I mean, he is messed up. He has also done things like beat Robin to death with a crowbar and blow him up. Somebody's not playing with a full deck. But anyway, that's just the Joker. Crazy to the bone. You love him, you hate him, but you have to love him even though you hate him. It's just the way it goes with the Joker. So yeah, enough about the Joker. Go to anybody's channel, they'll talk to you about the Joker. Joker's number 1. Who's number 2? Number 2.
Two-Face. Attention, people of Gotham City.
Two-Face. Two-Face is a great villain. One of the best. I put him at number 2 because he can't be the Joker, but still, Two-Face is one of the greatest villains ever. I really got into him in No Man's Land, Batman No Man's Land. He really played a great role in that. And, man, he's just such an amazing villain. Like, and it's so tragic, all the stuff that happens to him. He doesn't want to do anything bad. It's just his bad side takes over him. Oh, it's so tragic, the life of Two-Face. I mean, he was a guy who wanted to do some great good things. And he ended up doing some of the most despicable evil things ever. Seriously, pick up the ones in Batman's No Man's Land. It is well worth a read. It has some of the best Two-Face stories in there. And what really sucks is there was this time where he actually did get better. He was fully Harvey. And he made himself Two-Face again. He was rid of it. But his Two-Face side was still there. And it talked him into pouring acid on himself and becoming Two-Face all over again. It sucks to be Two-Face, but so many interesting stories are told with him, and so many more can be. I mean, like, you can go, like, basic thing is he has to have his coin. His coin is his decision making, and he's of two minds. He's not one person, he's two, but his bad side is stronger. Oh man, he's just such a great villain. He's one of the best. And, yeah, I mean, the thing I love about villains and superheroes without powers, like when people see someone with powers, they say they are defined by their power. That's who they are. That's what they can do. But when they don't have powers, it's even scarier because they know they have to rely on their instinct and on their mind and on their everything they have just to win. And that's scarier than someone who can shoot fire. Because, okay, he shoots fire, let's get some water. Two-Face is the epitome of that. He's like, okay, what's going on in his jumbled mind? You don't know. You can't figure it out. You try to play with Two-Face, someone's gonna die. Literally. Moving on to number 3. Number 3.
Raise our Ghul.
Heck yeah, Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, Ra's. Whatever. Ra's al Ghul, that guy, he's a great villain. His schemes are always more worldwide thing. Like, where the Joker and Two-Face and everyone was always resided in Gotham City, Ra's al Ghul, always went out. He was on a world-conquering mission. And if the detective got in the way, he's an immortal, man. He's been living on the earth for, like, thousands of years, man. Great villain. I mean, like, great thing about, like, here's the way it goes. Batman hates the Joker. Batman hates Two-Face, but loves Harvey. Well, not loves Harvey, but he wants to save Harvey. He has respect for Ra's al Ghul. I mean, they're mortal enemies, don't get me wrong, but there's a respect between them. I mean, like, Batman knows that Ra's al Ghul wants to save the Earth. And he just can't agree with how he's doing it. That's all. Batman knows that, everything's, like, wrong. And of what Ra's does, but he that's why he stops them. That's why they're enemies. But there's respect. Ra's al Ghul knows that Batman gets in his way all the time, but there's respect. They respect each other, and that's what makes their villainous relationship good.